Hi everyone, my name is Fred and I've grown my X profile to almost 8K followers by using the strategy of replying to the newest or not viral posts. And let me explain how. A lot of people assume that the best way to grow your X profile is to reply to the top accounts or to the most viral posts. But there are reasons why you should not do this. And I will explain in which cases actually maybe like replying to viral posts can be a good thing and which cases it can be a bad thing. Okay, so first of all, let's start with explaining why you should reply to mainly new posts and how you can find actually the best post to reply in general, right? So let's look at this post, for example. You can see it has only 3 replies. This means that if you reply to this post right now, there is a high chance that this person, the author of the post, will actually see your reply, that they will check your profile if your reply is good, and that they will give you a follow. And if your goal is to actually grow followers and get impressions from your posts, not from replies, then this is the best strategy, because this means that every time you reply to someone, they will check your reply and then they will check your profile. And if they like your content, they will follow you. Now, in order to find best posts for replying, I'm actually using a tool called SupaBird. Because what this tool does is essentially you can tell it what type of posts you want, and it will find those posts, and then you can just quickly reply to them or skip them. This saves a lot of time, so you don't have to go through X finding the best post to reply. So for example, as you can see here, I have set my settings, what type of post I'm interested in, how many likes, what is the time range, and so on. And then here I can either skip this, or I can actually, write my reply and then reply on X. And you can also add a new search, like you can search whatever if you're interested in SEO posts, SaaS posts, crypto, whatever you want, right? And it will find you the best post for that. Now, the idea is that you should go and find the newest posts, and that's what I'm using SupaBird for. And then you should reply to them, and you should do around 20 to 30 replies a day, so that people actually, they see your reply, they check your profile, and if they like your content, they will give you a follow. Another argument is that, okay, you may ask, okay, but why do so many people say you have to reply to the most viral posts? And the idea behind that is different, right? So let's go and let's see if we get here some like super viral posts that got, I don't know, crazy number of replies. Okay, I cannot find anything right now. Let's see. Okay, let's say this post, right? It has 106 replies. So the idea is that if you reply to this post, and if your reply is actually maybe like an interesting reply, then your reply can get lots of impressions because this post is also going viral. But a lot of people don't follow other people just from viral replies. Like if this is your strategy, then this person will not see your reply, and the chances that they will actually follow you are very, very low. Like your reply can get lots of impressions, but do you want impressions from replies, or do you want actually new followers and then impressions from your posts? If your goal is monetization, like you want to earn money from X, and that's why maybe you care about like getting impressions, the thing is that impressions from replies are not very good at earning you income from X, because X values impressions from posts much higher than impressions from replies, and therefore the impressions that you get from replies will not give you so much money. So it's much better to actually grow your account and then get impressions mainly from your posts. That's the strategy that I have been doing. It also helped me to build some really good connections with lots of people on X, which means that every time I post something new, those people would see my posts, they would like, they would reply, and that would help me to grow my profile even further. Another cool thing why I actually really like SupaBird is because here you can see your streak, and you can see how many replies you have done. Well, okay, last few days I have not been very active, unfortunately, but with this you can actually stay accountable. And then also if you go to Xcoach, there you can also see how many days you have been actually active. You can see here your streak, and it helps a lot. So now that we discussed why you should do So now that we have discussed why you should be replying to new posts instead of the top viral ones, let's discuss what type of replies you should do to get the most out of your reply, right? So the way I approach this is I try to make my reply as valuable as possible, and especially it's important that your reply actually gets another reply, basically an answer from the author of this post, because then that creates conversation, and this tells X, hey, when this person makes a new post, shows this post to that person because they had a connection. So even if that person doesn't follow you, there's a good chance they will see your next post. For example, again, I'm just gonna use engage from SupaBird. So, okay, I'm just gonna write here 100% agree. I don't get posts like this. As if they're here just to spread hate. And I will click reply on X because X doesn't allow to reply through third-party apps. So that's why you can reply through X, which is much safer. And you just click reply, boom. And now this reply is done. So, and now you can go to the next one. So you saw what I did here. It wasn't just like a short reply. It was actually something that, I wrote something so that we can start a conversation. Hopefully he will reply to me and then also maybe give me a follow. I actually see this quite often. I reply to someone, we have a conversation, and then they follow me. And if you keep doing this every day, like in the first 30 days, maybe you will get 100 followers. Then you will get 200, then 500, then 1,000. So it actually adds up. If this was useful, give this a like and subscribe. If you have any questions, just ask in comments. Bye-bye.